Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, if you have not subscribed, please do it and share the video with other people so that they can benefit. So this is solution from the extensionist, and today the extensionist has a lot of information that will benefit you as a person who want to grow in the sector of farming and make a lot of profit, build an empire, and be a successful person in this world. So today I'm going to give you secrets of involving the three personalities that I'm going to discuss in your farming so that you can succeed. So the first personality that I'm going to encourage you to always involve that person when you're doing your farming so that you can succeed is an agronomist. Agronomists are the people who have studied a lot about the agronomical practices that we use during farming. Either you're doing a small farming, large scale farming, these people, they have been trained in terms of agronomical practices that we usually follow so that we do our farming. These people can advise you on how you can go about the types of crops that you can choose and grow. Also, they have knowledge also about the quality seeds that you can buy. You are going to benefit a lot if you involve this personality during your farming. This is because agronomists are the people who have been taught to agronomical practices that we usually follow during farming. So this person is going to guide you. Let's say, for example, in spacing your crops. Do know that the major mistake that we usually make is spacing our crops. If you squeeze your crops, they are going to compete for food, and if they compete for food, the production quality will be low because they are going to produce small sizes of products that are of low quality when they are taken into the market, and this will result into you getting low prices in the market. And let's say if you invest a lot of money in this farming, you're going to go into loss, which is very bad. So if you involve an agronomist, the person is going to guide you on the spacing that is required in each and every crop, because you know all crops have different spacing. That you cannot space crops the same, all the same. Every crop has its own spacing, because depending on, you know, there are some crops that you grow direct on the nursery to the harvesting point, and then there are those crops that you grow in the nursery and then you transplant them into the farm. So spacing is such an important agronomical practice that you're supposed to know before you do the farming, before you embark. Let's say if you have started farming, you're supposed to, if you have started farming and then you didn't know that spacing plays a major role in your farming, know it today so that you take a step now of improving on this, and knowing that spacing is such an important agronomical practices that you're supposed to take into consideration. So if you have been doing your farming without considering the spacing, now from today you go consult an agronomist that you know, and then you get the advice of spacing of the crop so that you can space in the right way and be able to get high products when you are doing your harvesting. Another important issue or role that agronomist is going to play in your section of farming is the control of diseases and pests. These people have been trained on different types of diseases and pests, how to control them, either chemically, culturally, or biologically. Involved with these people, you're going to get a lot of knowledge, information about how you can go about controlling this pest and disease, either spreading to new areas or either emerging in your farm. Because you know, crop losses through pests and diseases can break your heart during your harvesting, because you're going to harvest small amount which you're going to go into loss when you calculate your expenditure plus what you use in the farm. Also, agronomist is going to help you manage the disease. In cases where the disease has emerged in your farm, if you involve an agronomist, the person is going to guide you on which drug you're supposed to administer in your farm so that you can destroy these pests and diseases or in your farm. So involving an agronomist is very important. Also, an agronomist will give you the information about the seed quality, where agro dealers who sell quality seed, certified seed that you can acquire and then you do the farming, because also seed quality plays a role. So if you're going to involve an agronomist specialist, maybe during your farming, or if you're starting a farming during your initial stage, so you're going to benefit a lot, because these are the people who have been taught how to although they have been taught a lot of things, but mostly they specialize in the agronomical practices that we practice in our farming. So agronomist person can give you ideas like the seed rate, the amount of seed that you are required to buy for a certain piece of land. They can teach you the amount of fertilizer, that is a fertilizer rate that you're supposed to apply in a certain piece of land, and how you can apply them. Because we find most of the time we do this mistake of putting a lot of fertilizer or applying a lot of fertilizer in our lands, and then you find the production is low, because a lot of fertilizer, especially the artificial fertilizer, they are going to burn our crops, and then germination will not be guaranteed, because a lot of fertilizer can destroy your crops. So if you involve the agronomist specialist, you're going to gain a lot from the application of fertilizer, the seed that you're supposed to buy, so that you don't buy less and then you don't buy more, meaning you're going to plan yourself earlier before you start farming. It is good to have a record or what you can spend in your farming, and then what you can have later, so that you, from the word go, you know the profit that you can make in your farm. Agronomist specialist also is going to teach you a lot about pests and disease that are attacking your crops, and then give you an idea or information about how you can protect this pest and disease, and how you can control them, even the type of drug that you're supposed to acquire, so that you can control and then you can manage this kind of diseases. So this is a kind of information that you don't get it anyhow, but you get when you involve yourself with an agronomy specialist when you're farming, and if you have never involved them, and then you are someone who is farming, please from today decide and involve them. They are great people. You can learn a lot from them, and you can get a lot from these people. The other person that you are supposed to be liaising with, involving in your farming, is the horticultural specialist. These people, they have a lot of knowledge and information about horticultural crops, even fruit industry. So even the setting of a greenhouse, the materials that you require to buy so that you can set a greenhouse, how you can operate a greenhouse. So let's say you want to start a greenhouse and then you don't have any idea. And then, some people are selfish. So sometimes you go buy the materials, you get an industry because they want to sell. They can lie some little a bit about it, and then you acquire materials which after some time it gets spoiled, and then you go into losses because to establish a greenhouse require a lot of money. So it is a great idea that from the word you want to start a farming, and from the day you want to start a farming, or if you have started a, so there is a lot of information that we need to learn as people who want to venture into farming business, or if we have been into this business, these things we must learn before we proceed, because it is not good that we make losses or we make profit which is not significant. It is very small size that it cannot be realized. So you should not do farming because it is a by the way, or you don't have option. You should do farming with passion. When you do something with passion, you do it to the best, and you do it, you even innovate, you even invent during that process, because you enjoy. Passion is something you are enjoying. So if you do farming with passion, you're going to be learning a lot, experiencing a lot, and then you innovate a lot, and then you invent a lot, and then you will realize that after having this passion, you will be proceeding from one step to another. You'll be climbing the ladder up and up. Every day you are going to reap a lot of profits. So it's important that we give people the idea and knowledge about how they can go about, how they can source information, knowledge, and everything. We should not leave them in the dark to discover themselves. So if you have an idea, share the idea with others. If you have a skill and then a knowledge, and then you keep it to yourself, you don't share, it is not going to help you, because it is going to remain in you. You're not going to use it. And if a knowledge is not used or a skill is not used, it can become obsolete. You can forget even that knowledge. You can even forget that skill. So it is important that we share our skills and knowledge to these people. So let's say that you have been doing the business of horticulture, but during your activities, you have never involved this horticultural specialist. So it is not too late. You can start it from today, because we learn from being taught, or from observing from other people. So I've taught you that these people, they play an important role in your horticultural farming. So involve them so that even they can liaise with the people, the farmers who have already tried the greenhouse business, horticulture. You can get a lot of information from these people, because it is good when you learn from the people who have experienced it, because these people have learned the advantage, the disadvantage, and how to handle them. So it is good to learn from them. And then again, the horticultural specialist is going to refer you to the companies which are known, who sells gradable materials. Even some can install for you the greenhouse. And then the third person that you're supposed to be involving is the agricultural extensionist. Why agricultural extensionist? These are the people who connect you with the, let's say, to the market, to the researchers, and all other related sectors that you benefit as a farmer who do the farming for business. So when technology wants to be tried out, these are the first people they liars to before they come into you. So be a friend to these people. They can give you a lot of advice on also the controlling of pests and diseases, the accessing of the quality seeds, even accessing the market. I have their numbers in case
even if they don't know the right diagnosis for the disease or the pest, they will refer you to those agro dealers who knows about them, the plant doctors, those people who have specialized in certain diseases and pests. And these people, they always carry out the crop damage assessment on your farm. You can get a lot of information when you liaise with the agricultural extensionist also. So the other people are important, but these are crucial people or specialists that it's always encouraging to be with them because they know a lot about farming. They have been taught, they have gone to class to be trained on how to handle issues. So I don't see any reason that you are lamenting there saying that why did I get into business of farming? It's giving me a lot of headache, losses. It is not about the farming. It is how you go about and how you learn from other people and the channels that you get the information in farming. So from today, if you have never been next to these people, talking to these people, try your best and find one and be closer to them. So thank you so much for watching this video. Share the video, subscribe, like the video. Thank you.